weapons grade uranium. Well, I mean, that's all. It's plain and simple. It's a simple answer to a complex solution, but the enforcement of that solution is hard.
So my next question is: would you be okay with bombing Iranians' nuclear sites?
Not quite yet. Not unless they have the capability to get it. If they're still trying, if there's like right now,
but they're adding 10 more plants. They have the plants we know that are there, and then they're going to build 10 more nuclear plants. In order to provide this 20% power increase.
At this point, I think we need to continue and increase economic sanctions and get our members of our alliance to increase their sanctions also.
All right.
I went out of my way just to say that.
I agree. I don't think we should bomb them, and I don't think... I would be very surprised if at this point in time the president would do that. I would be surprised if he backed Israel, like with military, backed Israel's move to attack them. I think Israel might be kind of, it's on its own. I don't think it's a member of NATO, but I'm not sure. I'm not going to speak out. Let's go to our next topic.
The first line of stem cells have been approved for medical research. That was one of the first acts that President Obama did in his first hour. It was
one of his first executive orders. Yeah, reversed a Bush executive order.
Yeah. So there's really nothing new other than there are 13 lines of stem cells that are now available to be federally funded for research. Do you think this is something the government should do by funding private labs and funding public things such as universities to encourage stem cell research? Is this something we should be invested in?
Well, like it says, it's ethical stem cell research.
Yeah, so that means
it's not like the evangelical fundamentalist sales of it, where it's like they've stabbed a baby and they're going to use it for stem cell research. It's either it's stuff that you can get out of like a bone, you can get out of bone marrow of an adult, or it's something I don't even know if dead fetuses are included. I'm not sure. Go ahead.
My understanding of the ethical part of that is that it is not from aborted fetuses.
Okay,
it is from living bone marrow, and there's actually a new way of getting good stem cells from the umbilical cord. So that's
it. Okay, that's what I was trying to think of. I knew there was something.
And bone marrow stem cells are.
All right.
Again, I'm not claiming to be an expert, but that's what my understanding of ethic is.
You're right. That's because I couldn't. That's what I couldn't think of.
If the problem of ethical of obtaining them ethically, if that problem's gone, what do you think of using them for medical research?
It's spectacular.
I think it is quite possibly going to be the most brilliant discovery ever.
One discovery?
Yeah, I mean, but the fact that if they can get this to work like they say they can, to regrow organs, to regrow cells,
they'll be able to grow your arm or your heart, an organ.
It will mean the most incredible discovery ever. If this works out the way they want it to,
be able to grow human body parts.
Yes,
I think it'll be your body.
Yes, it'll be made from you, so you don't have to worry about, like, if you get a heart transplant, the heart may not take. If you get a liver transplant, the liver may not take.
Don't have to worry.
You don't have to worry about that.
And I mean, the things that
there will be no shortage of organs.
But the things that it can lead to, diabetes is just rising every day. The number of people who have diabetes in the U.S. as obesity rises, and then in general, just hereditarily. The thing stem cell research, although I don't think it's not these lines that go to this, but stem cell research in general can lead to ending it.
Yeah.
Why not?
I mean, I think,
frankly, if it's ethical, why not?
Yeah. I mean, I think what the government should be focused on is encouraging ethical obtaining of getting ethical ways of getting it, and then discouraging unethical ways by laws for sure, and for, federal grants. I mean,
let's squeeze in one more topic.
This one is a little weird.
Social Security.
Social Security. This 6-year-old girl had just finally obtained her dad's Social Security survivor's benefits. Here's where it gets weird. Let's just explain the benefits. For anyone that has Social Security, when you pass away, if
you have a working parent, you have to be working.
Yep. They have benefit. They have a survivor's benefit that's given to the children and the surviving parent after they pass away to make up the wage loss. And it's not untypical that the kids get it. This is a little different because this girl was born through in vitro fertilization, where the man donates sperm and it's frozen, and then we're not going to get into that. But the thing is, she was born after her dad died. She was actually
2 years.
She was actually the wife was actually impregnated after he died.
Yes, 2 years after.
At 2 years after, and now she's being awarded these benefits.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's fair that she went, and do you think it's fair that she get these benefits? Just be simple.
No.
Absolutely not. I mean,
I don't think so, because it's not, number one, it's a working parent. It was an income that they had adjusted to not receiving.
Yeah, 2 years.
It's not like this income was coming, car accident, gone.
Yeah.
It's not the same situation that this program was designed for. And the fact that they get it completely changes, it sets an entirely new precedent. It's like, what was it, like 100, it can't be, 86 years, I think is what it was. I think it's however long Social Security's been around. And it's just ridiculous. It completely changes it for the Midwest. It's anyone in the Midwest, because it's the 6th U.S. Court of Appeals, is what I believe it changes it for. But ridiculous.
I just think like it's one thing if you're pregnant or you just become pregnant and then they died, or like if they're living and then they die, and then
but 2 years later, you're making a conscious decision that knowing that you will not have these benefits.
Like I feel really bad for her, because I'm sure she wanted to have another piece of him, through a child that they could raise to,
absolutely. And she's getting $150,000 that they say will go to her college education, but. We'll see. I mean, the problem also that you run into is the classic slippery slope argument.
Yes.
Where you have these people who have children for child support.
Mm-hmm.
And why not then go get a child where you can get $150,000 instead of minimal child support? Because child support isn't that much money. I mean, you're getting money from the government, but you're not getting that much money, or alimony or whatever. This completely changes it. So I think the precedent that it sets and the situation that it's in, I don't agree that they should get it.
I agree with everything you said, and my biggest point is that she chose to do this. It's not like it happened. She chose to go to the sperm bank and get fertilized. I mean, I don't care when the decision was made.
She knew her husband's money wasn't, or his income wasn't coming.
I don't think that's fair. But I think that's going to do it for us.
Yes, it will. If you have any topic suggestions for us next week, please submit them on Facebook or Twitter, or if you just have any comments of our show. We always love to get comments. Or you can email us at informavores11@yahoo.com. If you missed earlier parts of our show and you'd like to catch up, you can visit us at our YouTube channel. Just type in Informavores on YouTube. And that's it for us. Thank you for listening. Have a great week.